Okay, people, it's January 27th, I think, 2016. There's Boots too. I swear this cat is making this place his home. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. He likes to sleep on that. But he runs away every time I come outside. But he keeps coming back. And he just wants to be around the house. Isn't that odd? He wants to be around the house, but he's so petrified that you can't get near him. But he wants to be around the house. He's thinking. Can you see him thinking, people? That's Boots too. He's just a Tom. A stray Tom. That wants a family. But he's petrified. Okay, people. So it's the 27th of January 2016, day number 3 since Zook's been here. It's like almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted. I'm trying to decide what I want to do outside before the weather really turns and gets really, really cold out there. It's at 50 Fahrenheit right now, so that's what it was at yesterday. It pretty much stayed the same all day yesterday at 50 Fahrenheit, so. But I was covered in sand by the time I got in and soaking wet twice. I had to change my pants twice, right? This is the White House press meeting that I'm listening to here right now. They're talking about water in Flint, Michigan, where how the federal government doesn't have any jurisdiction over that issue. And then on this channel, this is where the Oregon standoff has been going on for the last month. And everything's on lockdown right now with the feds moving into the wildlife refuge. One man's already been murdered, shot in the face. Family man, a rancher that came from Phoenix, because he knows that the government in general, regardless of what jurisdiction, whether it's municipal, whether it's federal, whether it's state, is taking people's property. Basically, this is a problem all across the continent, right? Somehow, local politicians and MLAs and, federal representatives and Congress and all this other thing, people, these types of people, they have discovered that if they bully the little people enough, right, and make everybody jump through these hoops like Zook is making me jump through these hoops because everybody else is jumping through these hoops, they can take what they want with minimal to no paperwork. So, if the federal government has in the United States, no jurisdiction over the water, right, in Flint, Michigan, and therefore they don't want to take any responsibility for all the people, and especially the children, being contaminated with lead poisoning, right? How is it that the federal government can take over the water rights in Oregon and prevent the ranchers from allowing their cows to cross the land to get to the water, even though under state law, I don't know what it's called, I just came across this information as I'm kind of following what's going on in the United States and Oregon. That's only like a 10-12 hour drive for me, people. right? It's just a matter of crossing the border and driving 8 hours, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. That's it. 12 at best.
Well, the president, when he ran for office in 2007,
How is it that the federal government is taking over the land, right, cutting off the water rights that are state-run through their legislation, through the Constitution, but yet the federal government, this is just a question, right, but yet the federal government doesn't want to touch Flint, Michigan with a 10-foot pole because it belongs to the state. Because that water belongs to the state, but not the water in Oregon. Because somehow that water in Oregon is on federal land, even though through the Constitution, that water and that land belongs to the state. And it's already been established that the ranchers have rights to that water through the legislation that is attached to that water.
And we always did envision
so I'm not a lawyer, you know, I'm not a politician. I just know that something's fishy. Something's up, right? And it's not just up in the mountains, because we know, people, it's about gathering them up, as much land as these agencies can gather up, so that at some point some political body can go in there and start mining. It's not going to be a nature reserve for a long period of time. It's going to be a nature reserve with a lot of mining in it, where that money isn't going to trickle down to the people who need it the most. Because it's already happening in BC. It's already happening in the interior. Small towns are being shut down as raw logs are being sent off to China. And the mining companies, the big mining companies from China and Russia and places like that, are moving into the interior as the poor people are being pushed out. They don't have access to adequate health care in terms of hospitals. You know, some people in these towns have to travel an hour and a half in car before they can even get to a hospital setting. And chances are that hospital setting is understaffed. And since it's a big smash and grab fest on the elderly, as soon as the elderly get into the healthcare system, they start losing their assets. They start losing their human rights. We've seen that with Uncle John. I'm not faking the funk. If Uncle John would have owned a house, he would have lost it by now. He would have lost his rights to his house. Well, he actually did lose his rights to his house. He lost his rights to be with his immediate family, who he invested into for 23 years. They just didn't get an opportunity to cash in on that. His extended family, that is. Right. They took everything they could possibly take. But Uncle John made sure that his house wasn't a house full of money in terms of property, so that the family could come in and just take it away from him once he hit a certain age. And they could put those pills in him, make him sit, make him so that he couldn't get up told him that he couldn't get up, didn't provide the right services for him to get up, so that they could whisk him off. Okay, that's happening all across the continent. So, I just find it odd that the federal government doesn't want to take any responsibility for Michigan Flint, but they're definitely taking the water rights from the people in Oregon. So, you know, that's double jeopardy. You know, that's hypocrisy. You know, there's an agenda behind that. And I don't think it's nature preserve, because what I'm looking out there, and in terms of the massive amounts of fires that they have, and they're not replanting the land, people. So if thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hectares of land or acreages or whatever are being burned off every year, and nothing is being replanted, how does that become a nature preserve when everything is barren?
That's also been at the core of the president's.
What is the agenda? Why are the small towns struggling to survive instead of creating jobs for these people that have lived there their whole lives? Why are the ranchers losing their property and their property rights and their water rights and all this other stuff so that we get stuck eating factory farm food that are, you know, instead of free range cattle and free range chickens and, you know, free range sows and all this other stuff? Why is the consumer being forced into having to buy factory farm animals as we ourselves are being treated like animals? And I'm the perfect example of that, okay? I'm the first cow on the block to stand up and say, moo, moo. But we know what they do with cows. They slaughter them. They slaughter them when they have no more need for them.
Yes, that's what it is.
Cows are helpless to do anything about that.
I don't. I think that was.
And humans
Frankly, a similar.
are too afraid to do anything about that because they think that plague that's running the streets, because it's like a plague. Like in biblical days, you know, they used to paint a blood or something on the door to keep the plague out so it wouldn't come into your house. Well, it's almost like that's what we have to do in order to keep the plague from coming into our house. Right? We have to put something on our door so that it can slither on down the street and go to the next house. Because right now, everybody seems to think that it's going to just pass their door if they stay quiet and don't rock the boat. Okay. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to drink my tea. I'm going to listen to this stuff here for a little bit more. I think I'm going to take my humiliation pity party because I'm sore and I'm tired today. To the back, and I'm going to work on building that little compost thing, although I don't know if I want to be dealing with skill saws and stuff, but I got to use up some of this wood before Soup comes back and tells me to chuck it. Okay, people, as you can see, this is January 27, 2016. It's raining. So I don't know. I was going to try and work on that wood box, but it's raining, so I guess I'll start in that corner over there in the rain. And maybe go back and, you know, I go where my energy takes me out here, right? Because I can only do hard labor for so long, right? And then I pick weeds. You know, you'll find me out in the grass with a knife, picking out all the little buttercup and the morning glory that's popping through, and you know, I try and maintain on it, but besides the point. Okay,
my friends.
What did you say?
I said okay, my friends.
Okay, members and friends, what are we doing, Andre?
We're gonna go outside in the rain.
We're gonna go outside in the rain. It's 20 after 1. We're gonna do some what?
Some working.
Some working. Okay.
Yeah, and we got a big pond.
And we got a what?
A big pond.
A big pond, yeah. But we're not working on the pond today.
No, tomorrow.
I don't know about tomorrow. We got
Yeah.
some other things we have to do first.
Yeah, and I think we can catch fish in the pond.
Huh?
I think we can catch fish in the pond.
Well,
tomorrow.
after the pond is made, we'll put some fish in. I don't know if we'll catch them.
Yeah, and it'll be good cook for dinner.
Yeah, you think so, eh? Okay, we gotta go, people. We'll
Okay.
see you soon, members and friends.
We will see you soon, our friends.
Members
Members, friends,
and friends.
our friends.
Okay, so I'm on the side of the house here. Yesterday I was just kind of restocking my wood here. My son said he'd help me on the weekend, hopefully, if the weather's not that bad. You know, I have to repair the X Club, right, / painting room, / little greenhouse, right, Andre's painting room. It's like 3 things in one up in that porch there. My son said he'd help me to kind of repair that spot where the raccoons got into. So, some of that wood will be used for that. And then, of course, I have to build that little wood pile shed. So, lucky me, I have 2 nice pallets here, which is perfect for what I need. Right? So I work on this a little bit. Andre, can you not pull on my jacket? You're going to pull me over. And I don't feel like digging in the mud, laying down those cement slabs. This here, I actually paid somebody at one point last year. I think it was last year when I got my income tax return for 2013. One lump sum because I didn't do my taxes because it was supposed to go on paying bills. John and I, we kind of had a plan, right? But besides that point, this person ended up just piling everything into here, and I've been kind of busy and I haven't really had a chance to do anything with it because, again, my yard is big, right? So since this is a hot spot, which I didn't need to be reminded of because I already knew that. When I came outside and I seen what that fella had done, I wasn't too impressed. But, you know, there's other priorities in the yard, right? And this wasn't one of them. But I guess it is today. So we'll pick at this and see what we get done over the next couple of hours. Okay, so this is a... Oh, I'm going to have to go get this camera recharged. This is a Home Depot moment. Even at its worst moment, in terms of, well, that wood is garbage. Actually, it's not. It's decomposable. And as you can see, I'm starting to lay it down. I'm going to stack it because it's going to rot over time and it's going to make dirt. And that dirt is going to be full of nutrients. And do you see that wonderful, beautiful pear tree? The one that produced all those pears last year? It's going to be a happy camper in a couple of years from now. Okay, people. So everything seems to be working out for me here. As you can see what I've done, there's Andre. That's his favorite chore.
Yeah, and I also
Huh?
wet. Look.
I'm making another little cubby for that wood.
Yeah, I don't like jumping.
Okay, I'm coming with the camera, so don't get me wet with the camera.
No,
So I can show the people what I've done. Again.
I talked to my playing pants are wet.
Yeah, I know, because you've just been having a blast out here.
Yeah, and mud.
Okay, so what I've done here is, again, Home Depot, thank you very much. I can never say it often enough. I took the old pallet, broke it up for the most part, stuck in all the old pieces underneath there so the worms have a nice little habitat. In that corner there, I'm going to put a dry piece of wood, because you want to protect the fence, right? So nothing really... So I'm going to take another piece of wood. Andre, don't get me wet! He does it on purpose. This is something that's been kicking around my yard for about 3 years. It's an old Presto wood that it's a little soggy right now, but it fits. For some reason, everything seems to be fitting. I haven't had to cut anything yet. And I got some of this. This stuff never decomposes, people. So it's going on top of that. The secret to some of this stuff, though, is give it a little bit of bleach and water. Wash it down. Because it's the dirt that creates and brings worms. And once you get worms, then you get wood rot, right? So the more you can bleach and wash your wood or whatever it is, you know, before you build these things, the better it is. Hold on. There's a little bit of free advertising for my favorite corporation. Because almost everything that's built in this yard, oh, I'd say a good 2/3 in terms of pallets and wood and all the other stuff.
Oh, you're my brother.
A good half, 2/3.
Don't get on my
Home Depot.
brother.
There it is again.
Yeah.
Okay, people, that was just too easy.
Yeah.
Like, everything fit. It's just going to require some trim when it's dry, and I can cut some wood to
Yeah.
even things out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take pictures.
And on this one, I want to put a door. Because, again,
Yeah,
I
I
get
know,
people
yeah,
coming
that-
into my yard, and sometimes I think they steal my firewood, too. All right. Yeah, lots of people with sticky fingers. So in the meantime, it's still raining out there, but I'm on a roll, so I'm having problems with my camera because it's raining and it's getting wet. So I'm just going to go out there now and respray the wood and start stacking. Okay? But
Wait.
you have to crisscross them, as Uncle John would say.
I want to
That's
talk.
how they did it in the old days on the farm.
Okay, no.
So the wood can breathe.
No, I want to talk.
Okay, you talk.
And I can't take picture.
Huh?
And I can't take a picture.
It took a picture, didn't it?
Yeah, it took a picture of me.
Yeah. Andre, you got a whole bunch of mud in your face.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate mud. I need
That's why you play in it, right?
Oh, now I need a bath.
Okay, You will when we come in. Nana won't wipe your face, though. Okay, people, let me go finish this. Just zoom in and out. Right, about 5 minutes.
I'm videotaping.
I know. That's good. We need to document this shit. This is what Soup wants me to do. If people are wondering why I'm washing this wood, it's because, again, if you don't want the worms to eat it, you gotta get the dirt off of it before you stack it. It's going in wet, but that's okay. It will start to dry out little by little. Right? Keep it on the camera for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of shaking though. Like, I don't know. I might be a little cold. I'm kind of shaking a little bit.
Toughen up.
No, the camera's shaking. That's what I'm saying.
Try not to shake it. Lean your arm on something. Okay?
Okay, go.
This is the kind of weather I was in yesterday. I really like Fukushima rain. I go inside after I'm done. I wash my hair, people, and I don't put cream rinse in it, right? My daughter will tell you, do I got baby soft skin?
Yeah.
I got baby soft skin, like baby soft skin. Anyway, I'll go inside after, obviously I have to wash up in the bathtub because I'm in mud, up to my yin-yang in it. And there's something in the rain, people, I'm telling you. I used to play in the rain when I was a child at the ocean. So that's why I can cope with this shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wash my hair. I don't put any conditioner in there, but I rinse out my hair. And you think I put a whole freaking bottle in it.
Wait.
So what's that telling you?
I'm deciding about.
And I'm talking.
Mama.
Andre! She's going to put her resumes in. She's busy. So anyway, wash my hair. I don't put no cream rinse in, but I can fill it in the bathtub. Like I had a whole bottle in there. And you can see what this rain does to this wood. All around you. I'm telling you, the rain is becoming toxic. So, thank you very much, Souk, in the city of Surrey. Everything I like to do. I mean, on a good day, if I'm up to it, and I think I can swing it, I'll do it. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days later, we'll see what the result of this is, because I got a freaking headache right now, mark my words. Keep it on the camera for a minute.
Sure, Mom. Anything for you.
What's that?
I said, sure, anything for you.
There.
Oh, my
Not
Lord.
hurting nobody. You can look at my wet ass.
Oh.
You see that?
I see it.
That is wet.
Oh, my God, Mom. Oh, my Lord.
You have to take it in stride. Ooh la la.
Oh, my.
A little bit of flesh. I am human, you know.
Oh,
Something
my.
that the city forgot. They forgot that I'm human.
But I'm camera.
Right?
Ah! Oh.
Oh yeah. This is everything I like to do.
Now can I hold,
No.
please?
Andre, just hold on.
Ah.
Oh, no, I'm just telling Andre to hold on.
Yeah, funky in there. I'm not putting on the sides today. My son came out for a minute. We're going to work on Mr. Lace's pen. Start insulating it, doing some stuff in there for a cat house. But before that happens, I have to wash it. So I'm going to try and wash it between now and the next 14 days before Souk shows up and says, well, I think we need to do something with this too. And I'll be like, I'm already one step ahead of you.
Ugh.
We'll see how that goes. Okay, I think we got the point, eh?
Yep.
All right.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Okay.
Give it a good close up in my face. Do I look beautiful, people? Got water everywhere. I'm starting to get cold now. Apparently it's 4:32 now. I have to build a wall here. And then build a wall there and open up and put a lock on it. As you can see, I still have a lot of room left. That looks pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed, believe it or not. And then I think what I might do, take one of these rain barrels and then situate it here. It might be a good place for a rain barrel. You can see it'll be, actually might be a good idea. So anyway, that's pretty much about it, because I don't want to get sick with this crap, right? I've been out here for what, 2-3 hours now?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the hard part. So I guess it's time to go in now. But check that ass. One of those things, kiss my ass. Fuck you, city attorney. Okay, people, as you can see, I stuck Charlie the bear in there.
Raccoons can scare them away.
Hopefully he'll scare away the raccoons
Yeah.
before I can put cover on that. Okay. So he's on night watch. Charlie Bear is on night watch. Hey, Andre? Mm-hmm.
And there's Sparky the cat.
And there's Sparky the cat. Hold on, where is she?
Right there.
There she is. Okay.